Okay. All right, ladies and gents, looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Let's have some fun, shall we? Hello, TT. Zeno, good to see you. All right, welcome everybody. Now I do apologize for the slow mode in chat. As you all know, or well, those who don't know, my tripod broke this morning, so I do not have my phone on my side like I normally do. Right now I'm propping it up like some crappy budget streamer. I'm propping it up with this bubble wrap that I have, and tomorrow, if I get the chance, or on Friday morning, I'll go pick up the new tripod which I ordered. So until then, you guys will have to put up with slow chat, just to make things easier for me, so I don't like miss too much. I'll try and interact as much as I can, but that is just what's gonna happen for now, because, you know, as much as I love doing what I do, you know, yeah, I don't. Reading chat's a bit of a problem right now, but I'll try my best. Hey Daryl, good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Like I said, I'll do my best to read chat as fast as I can. As best that I can, that's for sure. Okay. Now, warm-up time. Excuse me. I do believe that this... Oops, sorry. I was about to test. My last pistol build is set in stone. That one's set up and ready. I was gonna test the Recon last gun. Enjoy my music on Spotify. I appreciate you doing that, man. It's always a pleasure to have more people enjoy my stuff. Okay. Because I've got like all these different feat setups, and I just want to make sure that everything is set. Nice. I'm happy to hear that you got back from your socialization. I'm just so sad that my tripod broke today, bro. Definitely super annoying. It is how it is. Well, Ruben Chavez, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I love how my Spotify bot still doesn't freaking work? It says Spotify bot, Stream Elements bot is running, and it still doesn't tell me when people subscribe. Love it. It's beautiful. Yep, enjoy cooling down your body. The tripod, just like the clamp that I usually use to hold the phone, it broke. I don't know how or why, but that's a thing that happens, so. Okay, now I've got my bearings straight. What's wrong with this team? But I mean, the tripod was a very cheap one that I bought, and it's heavily used, like it's genuinely used every day, so I expected some degree of wear and tear.
Never blinks either.
Well, I won't let it overcome him, don't worry. Recharging.
Reloading.
No problem, Jack. I'm happy to help.
Won't trouble us now.
My job as a partner is to help you guys, so I'm happy that my stuff helps.
Sever the head, the body dies. Neutralize.
Oh my god, these are the most cowardly people I've ever met. Okay, if you're gonna play in Heresy, don't play like how these guys play, okay? Please understand that your veteran should not be your meat shield. Get in there, get in the fight, and don't be a loser. Alright, if you're afraid to fight, you're afraid to get into the toughest situations, this is not the game for you, buddy. Get in there and start fighting, seriously. For horde clearing, it's the Purgatus. You should always follow my Purgatus build. That is the ideal. Thanks for enjoying my songs, TT. Oh, nice, Daryl. Enjoy your bouldering competition. I hope it'll go well for you. Sorry if I missed some chats, guys. I'll try and read them as best I can. But yeah, you really want horde clear Purgatus, dude. Always use the Purgatus staff. In fact, the Psyker should only be using the Purgatus staff. 95% of the time, you should never be using anything other than that. Strong Psykers always use Purgatus over everything else. Why? Because the Purgatus offers the best of everything that you need. It has stuns, horde clear, and you've got your brain burst for long range now. Previously when brain burst sucked, this wasn't the case, but now it is definitely the case. So feel free to use it often. I spam my brain burst all the time.
Don't get split up. Come on.
If these guys want to burn out the horde, assist them. So like, for example, in this situation, right? Psykers with the Purg can take care of most everything. However, it's always good if while they're flaming stuff, you don't just sit back and do nothing unless you're on Damnation. In Damnation, please let the Psykers handle it. In non-Damnation, right? Assist them in clearing it faster, otherwise the mission will go very slow. And you don't want the mission to go slowly. Also, learn how to tag targets quickly. If you don't, you'll have a much rougher time.
This way.
You're welcome. Purg Psykers are very powerful if used correctly. So make sure you're following my build and my playstyle for that one. If you don't, you'll have a rougher time.
Next target.
Don't hit armor.
I'm testing out the recon last gun. Obviously, it's a lot worse than the last pistol. The last pistol build will be coming out soon for the veteran. Oh my god.
Kill.
This damn recon last gun. It's so shit. I mean, it's okay for up to Malice, but heresy-wise, it fails so badly.
Kill shot looking for a score. Hotburster eliminated.
Yeah, recon last gun is a failure. Also, if you're a Purg Psyker, right? It's okay if you don't do the objective. It's okay to let like a veteran handle it. But if somebody else is handling it, you should have burned out every single horde. Like there should be nobody touching me here. So the way these people are playing the Purg Psyker is actually quite wrong. They should be continuously spamming the flames. So I can demonstrate after this how to properly play a Purg Psyker, but playing it this way is likely to get your team killed. Like there should be no instance, like I don't know why they're not constantly spamming their flames. And also, if you're the Psyker and you don't have a force sword to deal with mutants and stuff like that, you are gimping your team. Always bring a good force sword and take out any specials. If a mutant rushes your team, right, it should die as soon as it charges somebody. So don't play the Psyker the way these guys are playing it. If you're gonna play the Psyker, everything should be on fire 24/7. Like I said, I'll demonstrate after this, but these guys are horrible Psykers. Literally the worst of the worst. So if you're seeing what these Psykers are doing, never do that. Don't ever separate from your team like what they're doing. If this is an objective, right?
One shot, one kill.
Yes. Okay, great. A Purg Psyker should never be going down If you watch my Psyker, right, I'm literally never down. Because if you're going down, you've played the Psyker completely wrong, and you haven't followed an Asian robot build, which is why you're bad. So don't be bad like these guys. If you're bad like these guys, this game is doomed. So a good Psyker, right, will always have full health and will always be able to deal with enemies for their entire team. There's no such thing as, oh, you know, I am blocked by peril, I'm blocked by this. No, 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 no. A weapon for every situation. Crusher comes to your team, it should be dead. Mutant comes for your team, it should be dead. All right? These people have completely... These people do not know how to play Psyker at all. And if you guys haven't seen the new Psyker build, don't worry. I'll also have a video on that very soon. The new ultimate Psyker build by me is destructive.
We are even ogre. Reloading.
So in a situation like this, right, where you've got a veteran, please do not block the veteran shots. All right, if you block the veteran shots, things will get bad. Because I have to kill things at range to maintain my bonus, and if I cannot maintain my bonus, that's bad for the entire team.
Sound is coming.
Flamer terminate.
I can kill anything, anytime, anywhere. You want me to do my job? Gotta always give me space. So what's the best way to deal with this kind of thing? Keep setting it on fire. There you go. The best class to pair with the Psyker, anything, dude. Because the Psyker can do everything, so you can pair it with anything. It doesn't actually matter what anyone else runs. As long as you're running a perfect Psyker, you can work with anybody. There's no best class to pair. So if you're not running with a full team, you're running in a duo, or even if you're just running with randos, right? Just pair the Psyker with anybody. Psyker works with anyone, anytime, assuming you're playing correctly. Like I said, don't play like the guys that you're seeing here. I'll demonstrate some Psyker play after this, but realistically speaking, right, the Psyker can work with anybody, anytime, anywhere. And indeed, if you're doing your job correctly, right, your team should never be in danger. See, I as the veteran should never be the first person in the field. The Ogryn should be ahead of me at all times, so the fact that the Ogryn isn't is a problem. This situation where you see like hounds and mutants grabbing us, this type of situation doesn't normally happen if the Psyker is very good. Why? Because if the Psyker is good, right, the muties, ragers, whatever should all have been dealt with already. Targets should have already been marked, and after marking those targets, they should be taken out immediately. Because right now, right, these guys have backed off all the way. A good Psyker would have already brain burst everybody, so these Psykers have completely failed. These are the worst examples of Psykers that I've ever seen. All right, one is dead. The other one is like dodging around, trying to slowly kill with a dueling sword. Don't ever do that. If you're ever using your melee weapon as a Psyker other than to use your special, you are in a seriously fucked up situation. You should dodge back and immediately start burning them out with your Purg staff, especially if you're a Purg Psyker. Again, like I said, I'll happily demonstrate after this run, but this is like the worst of the worst. I have never seen worse Psykers in this game. And these people on my region of Oceania, they should be ashamed of even playing Psyker. If you ever play Psyker like this, I will personally appear in your room at night and slap you. Okay? Don't ever disgrace your Psyker King by playing in this manner. Those who study my ways should be carrying their team at all times. Disgraceful. Shameful. Worthless.
This is how it's done.
First rule of never disappointing me. Don't be worthless. Always be worth something.
Witch, get off.
But anyway, I can save these guys, so it's all good.
Stop her. Get in cover.
A grenade! Utility to you! Drop her down!
Okay, good. They got the trapper at least.
I believe the soul the Emperor consumed.
Learn to change your weapons really fast, and basically as fast as you possibly can. I'm gonna take it because it's useless for the damn Psykers. Also, one of these Psykers is actually using a gun. Please don't do that. Unless you've got a very, very powerful build, please do not do that. It is very difficult. There are very few good gun Psykers. Now, gun Psyker is a bit more viable because of the warp battery change, which is amazeballs. Right now, gun Psyker is really strong, actually. But you have to be very good at what you do. Don't play gun Psyker and, like, basically act like a veteran. Don't do that. If you're gonna play gun Psyker, right, you need to be dealing with boards very fast, and as well as dealing with specials very fast. So your role will kind of overlap with the. Oh my god. As you can see, a gun Psyker cannot contribute to the team if they cannot completely wipe out hordes fast, which is kind of worthless, which is what this guy is doing. So I don't know why he picked a gun Psyker, but he's basically a detriment to the team. Never play that. Never play that unless you are actually decent. Young, I will literally time you out for that, bro. You suggest that damn thing again instead of a force sword, and I will personally time you out, bro. I will remove you from stream unceremoniously. If only these Psykers actually knew how to play Psykers.
Sorry, big man.
But yeah, a force sword would have just basically solved this entire situation. Like I said, I'll happily demonstrate after this. And if anyone wants to follow heresy and use a Katakan sword instead, I will personally turn up in your room and slap you. I will unsubscribe you from life. These guys hunting scripts.
Wait, get healed now.
Medicate station.
What a good feeling about this shot.
Medivac down. You're hitting armor.
Eliminating targets.
Oh lord, this aggro.
on target.
No! Out of my mind!
Eliminated.
Grenade!
No, I'll never silence the truth. I'll just silence you. For spreading your lies and filth.
We don't have an equivalent of this.
Always follow orders.
Also, one thing which I'll just ask of you guys, please do not, if you see somebody that wants scripts, you know, just ignore them because it's really not necessary. And don't ever keep pinging your team asking them script. Don't ever do that. It is the worst idea. All right, just move on, complete the mission, because the amount, like the increase to your so-called Emperor's Gift is very minimal. Even if you were to get every secondary objective done. Grimoires matter more than scripts, so unless it's grimoires, there's really no point. So most of the time, right, I'll just let them get however many scripts they want, but I usually won't bother beyond that. Devil Claws can be used, but they are actually kind of weak. Because to be fair, right, unless it's on a Psyker with like full warp charges, in which case it will only be the Surge Psyker that I would use it rather than the Purg Psyker, which is of course the ideal Psyker. I generally don't get much value out of Devil Claw. So, oh my lord, why is this thing even hitting me? Because like right now, unfortunately I think a lot of Psykers are still unaware of how to play the new Psykers properly.
Surprise coming
It's
in.
pretty bad. Granted, probably also my fault because I didn't update the build. I didn't update with the new ideal Psyker build because I was busy with Wild Hearts. But if you're assuming you're following the new ideal Psyker build, which means that you have 6 warp charges at all times, the Devil Claw can work well. But
We carry on with
again, it depends on what you want to achieve. For me, I'm usually a Purg Psyker, so I never touch the Devil Claw for that reason. Because it doesn't benefit me as much as a Force Sword. If you're running the Surge, you can absolutely use the Devil Claw if you want. Because the strike down on the Mark IV is pretty damn good. And assuming you've got 6 warp charges, it will unironically be pretty good. Yes, that's exactly right, Jack. Yeah, never force a secondary objective on your team. Just move on and carry on because you'll get more Emperor's Gifts if you just speed through a mission. And to be fair, right, even doing a T3, it's still possible to get Transcendent Gear. A friend of mine actually got Transcendent Gear on a T3. So although the higher level missions influence the type of gear you can get, you're not like forced. You're not like hyper forced to solely do like T3s or whatever. You can do like T3s, T4s, T5s if you want. T5s have the highest chance, but for me, of course, I will usually choose the higher level. I'll usually choose the higher level stuff, just because I see the value in it. But like if you can only do T3s, right? It is actually possible to still get Transcendent Gear on it. T3 Grimoire missions with high intensity can still give you Transcendent Gear. And it has a pretty good rate too. What are the good weapons for the Devil Claw right now, Blake? Sorry, what are the good weapons for the Zealot right now? Because I haven't played much Zealot. I've been playing mostly just Veteran and Psyker. And my god, I can't wait to go back to my last pistol after this.
That gun.
Got a good feeling about this shot.
Recon last gun is dog shit. I mean, I tested it once because it would be unfair to call it dog shit without testing, but my god, it's dog shit. The sheer ammo inefficiency of this gun for heresy and above is ridiculous. Because it scales very poorly. Whereas the last pistol in Damnation is just freely murdering pretty much everything. Ah, yes, of course. The gun Psyker is the one that gets eaten by the frickin' hound. Oh, Lord. Dear sweet Lord, what did I do for you to give me gun Psykers as teammates? Like, did I commit some magical sin? Heavy sword? Yeah. Heavy sword I heard is pretty damn good right now. Chainsword's okay if you really want to use it, but I don't recommend it. I highly recommend the Force Sword. A lot of people aren't used to using the Force Sword, but it is the far superior weapon. Oh my god, these guys are idiots. Okay, I don't know if these guys, if it's their first time ever in Heresy, but don't do this. Don't do this. You need to engage these bosses in melee ASAP, please. If you're not engaging the boss in instant melee, alright, you're gonna screw over your entire team. You're literally gonna screw over everything. Do not do it. Because this guy has range resistance. So please engage him in melee ASAP. Dudes, this is gonna be a failure of an assassination mission. I don't care what class you are, you fight this guy in melee. Alright, if you do not do that, your whole team is screwed. Just remember this. You are responsible for your team's death if you're not meleeing this man. Alright, the assassination boss is only vulnerable to melee. Do not range him. If you range him, oh my god. If you do not melee this boss, you are literally going to screw your team over. Oh my god, I hope I never meet these guys again. If I could block all of them, I would. Okay, so guys, lesson, please. If you play an assassination mission and you do not melee the boss, don't play assassination missions. If you do not know how to deal with the boss, basically everybody needs to be in melee. Otherwise, he pulls out his shotgun and will completely destroy you. I'm gonna shift over to the Psyker and show you guys how to play that. Yeah, anybody who doesn't melee the... I firmly believe, dudes, that anybody who doesn't melee the assassination boss should receive an instant ban from Fat Shark. Because they are literally morons who've never watched a stream, don't know how to do anything. They wander into T4 thinking that they know how to play the game, and then they die and cause a failure. Never ever be spread out on the assassination boss. Everybody is on the boss meleeing. I don't care who you are. I don't care what class you play. All right. Oh, Lord. Heimdall. If you ever encounter a guy called Heimdall, right, please personally tell him that he is the world's biggest loser that I've ever seen. That was an absolute failure of a mission. And I am so disappointed that these people actually consider themselves players. My God. Never, never in your life, guys. Okay, so how I will tell you this, Metal Triforce, is everybody melees. It doesn't matter who you are, what class you are, and what equipment you have. No, that's actually Armageddon Steel Legion, Jack Bauer. Never ever use range. It doesn't matter what class you are. It doesn't matter what equipment you bring. So my answer to you, Metal Triforce, is never, for the life of you, ever do anything other than meleeing the boss. Everybody rushes into melee. Now, here's the strategy. In T4, T5, as soon as the boss's shield goes down, you swap to your range weapon. If you have a flamer, you burn the horde and you burn him out. If you're a Psyker, alright, it's okay to stop melee temporarily, assuming 3 other characters are hitting the boss. If 3 other characters are not hitting the boss, you better stay in melee. You can burn out the horde with your Purgatus staff, but only a Purgatus Psyker has the right to stop melee. Everybody else attacks only in melee. No, it will not do any damage at all unless his shield is down. Because the shield itself will reduce range damage. So if you actually test it, Blake, and you can test this with friends, all right? So have 4 friends in there. 3 friends don't hit the boss, right? Just the flamer burning the boss. It will do nothing to his shield. His shield has almost 100% range damage reduction. So yeah, I recommend that, like, as soon as his shield goes down, you can absolutely burn him out with the flamer. It would do massive damage. But you must melee his shield down. If everybody melees right, his shield will go down in seconds. You swap to your ranged weapon, you can burn out the horde really quickly. It is super easy to do so. But if you play a Psyker, right, get in straight away and start swinging your sword. Your Force Sword can actually get his shield down really, really quickly, if assuming you're using one correctly. All right, and this is why I would really rather not play with Heresy level players if I can, because a lot of them are just coming into Heresy. They don't understand all the mechanics. Because in Malice, if you shoot the boss with range, right, the boss has so little health and so little damage reduction in Malice that you can actually range him down. Did you know that? It would cost all of your ammo, but it's actually possible to range him down. But yes, basically everybody melees until his shield's down. With 4 people hitting him in melee, right, his shield goes down in seconds. Then you can burn it out. Yeah. Actually, it's less than 0.5 to range. I think it's way less than that, because if you test it with an auto gun, right, it does jack shit. So for me basically, right, I have never seen range do anything more than like 10% damage. But I could be wrong on that. If somebody has actually data mined the info, they would probably know better. But range does jack shit, so never ever range him until the shield is down. Once the shield is down, right, a lot of the time you'll actually see me trigger my ability, swap to last pistol, I'll shoot the boss, usually. Then after that, I will swap back to melee, and that is the strategy for assassination bosses. Never, for the life of you, please, I'm begging all of you. If you play an assassination mission, just, oh shit, I've got no teammates, Sag. Just burn him out, it's easy. Let me wait here and see if anybody joins my Damnation mission. But yes, after his shield is down, you can absolutely range him. A lot of people will use flamers, stuff like that, to burn him out. But only after the shield is down. Before the shield is down, melee, please, please. Because the faster you take down his shield, the better it is for your whole team. Okay, we got 1 person. I'm happy now. Good enough.
Did anyone pack a respirator?
Air quality is perhaps a little poor. It will improve in the next section.
Yeah, Force Sword easy. So the Force Sword has unlimited dodges, in case you guys didn't know that. And basically, you should never use your Force Sword. The Force Sword's entire existence is literally to do one thing: take care of specials. You should never, assuming you're playing a Purg Psyker like me right now, you should never ever be using your Force Sword to melee anything. If you're using your Force Sword to melee anything, you're already playing it wrong. You are not supposed to, as a Psyker, play in melee. Do not do that. Okay? Do you see me brain bursting right now? Why am I doing this? First of all, I want to build up to Warp Battery 6 ASAP. That should be your first goal. And if you see enemies at range, what do? You should immediately be brain bursting them. Never ever do anything other than this. Your brain burst is a powerful tool guaranteed to help you kill. Use your staff to quell. and immediately continue brain bursting while the rest of your team does what they're supposed to do, i.e. killing enemies, whatever. Leave it to your veterans to take care of the range. If they're not taking care of range, that's okay. But feel free to use your specials continuously, assuming you're using the new Psyker build. Again, this build will be out in a couple of days, I promise. Again, it's my fault for not releasing it. This is the updated Psyker build. The updated Psyker build is standard now across the board. All Psykers apply this across all staffs right now, because you don't actually need a different build for each staff. Now you just need one build for all staffs, and it will work just fine. And assuming you play correctly and you keep dodging, right, you are quite capable of just basically breaking heads, maintaining your warp charges. You'll notice that I'm not even using the Purgator staff. Why? Because we don't have a horde. Now this, you see the mutie? Okay, this is where you pull out your force sword, because you need to counter him with the special on the force sword. That's it. You will see me actually not use the force sword very much, because if you're playing the Psyker correctly, you don't have to bother too much. You will be brain bursting a lot of your time.
But I admit,
oh yeah, definitely. Like melee definitely has a advantage. So never ever pull out the force sword unless you have to. And now, if you're closer, all right, if you're closer in general, okay, now this is the time to use your staff. This is where I take advantage of the staff and start burning them out. This is now your role as the Purgatus. Okay, all right, things have started getting wild. You should not be meleeing. See this massive horde? It should be burning. It should be on fire. Enemies at range, use your special, start brain bursting. Pop their heads off. They should be dead. They should not be bothering your team. You see how little health I've lost with all that? Now, if you got a slight grouping of gunners like this, right? You can burn them out with your left mouse button, because that'll keep them stunned. It's a very effective strategy to help your team, while also remaining effective yourself. Enemies behind cover, blast them with brain burst, all right? Do not waste your time trying to staff them. Do not waste your time trying to melee them. Okay, even the deflector on your force sword is only for emergencies. All right? This is when things start charging you, or muties start charging you. Basically, your biggest danger with the new Psyker build is mutants, and that is what the force sword is there to. It's literally there just to kill mutants. That's it. I never use it in melee. Assuming you play correctly, right, your Psyker should always have the advantage. So these guys are all like chilling out. That's okay. That's okay. They're not ready to fight. That's okay. They're scared to fight. That's okay. Your job, do your job. Enemies start getting, you know, angsty and stuff like that. You can start killing them out. Now, you should always be prepared. Get ready to burn things out. Get ready to use your brain burst constantly. The Psyker needs to do everything for the team. So be prepared. If I see hordes of enemies start coming in, I will immediately... Foxburster, right? No problem. I got this. As soon as I see that, I will try and brain burst it. Now, even if I'm caught like this, right? I will still, all right, never switch to melee, because there's no point. Your flame burst will do more stun damage than your melee will. So don't worry, don't sweat it. Burn out. Never take out your sword. If you're taking out your sword, you're already doing it wrong. All right. How much health did I lose there? None. You'll be fine. The Psyker will be okay. It's other classes that have to worry. All right, if they're not doing their job, okay, that's on them. Your job is simple. Burn everything. Burn everything. Do not let anything touch your team where possible. If they still lose health from range stuff or whatever, that's on them. That's a them problem. Now, this is one of the few times I'll take out my sword when I'm bored and have nothing better to do. Okay. Drag shotgunners. Oh no, dangerous specials, right? No problem. Brain burst them. You see, this is where, right? I, as the veteran, was having to take care of them, but I shouldn't actually. In truth, the Psyker should be able to blast them out. So a Psyker that isn't doing their job constantly brain bursting at range is not playing Psyker properly. You've got your Purgatus for close range stuff. You've got your brain burst for anything that's even one step away from you. All right? Do not waste your time and do not waste your team's time. Okay? Now, if you have to get into melee, all right? What if you have a situation like this? They've got drag shotgunners coming at you, stuff like that. Burn them with your staff quickly. Okay? Let your team take the time to kill them. That's okay. But burn them out with your staff. Now, you have the advantage. Don't forget. You have a massive advantage. You can gain back toughness just by repellent quelling, you know? Hey, Chowder Shield, I'm doing good. Four-leaf clover? What's a four-leaf clover?
Excessive force authorized.
That's the elevator. Need a console and get it moving.
Okay. Crush everything and then move on. Now, this team actually seems semi-coordinated and decent, so I'm happy with that. Psyker is pretty good, to be honest. Psyker was my first main because I love the wizard-based classes in any game. But I definitely, even when the Psyker was so-called weaker, I still had the best builds for the Psyker, and I was easily playing Psyker in Damnation. You know, Psyker has always been champion for me, and now they buffed the Psyker so that the Psyker is pretty ridiculous. Like, I go as far as to say that the Psyker is the strongest class if played correctly. Alright, if played incorrectly is the... Aha! Watch this. This is where you use your Force Sword. You see? When you got a situation like this, this is the time to use your Force Sword, okay? Don't use your Force Sword in other situations. This is the time. When the mutant charges, you burn it out. You blast it with the Force Sword. That's it. Other than that, you've got your... Literally any mutie trying to get my team, I can wipe him out straight away.
Initiating crowd control.
Oh, look at these guys trying to challenge me in melee, huh? I just continuously dodge back, take a moment to charge. And then once I get the opportunity, I burn them out. So, nice and easy. You see?
To destroy corruption without fear or favor.
When played correctly, the Psyker controls the situation. You don't have to worry about it or think about it.
It smacks me while it's smashed.
Your Force Sword, anti-mutant. That's all I use it for. I legit don't even use it in melee most of the time. Now, it's a different story if you're playing a Surge Psyker. Surge Psyker, what Young said before, you can use the Devil Claw, that kind of stuff. Absolutely viable for a Psyker if you want to. Of course, the Dueling Sword is also not bad. If you're playing a Surge Psyker, it's up to you what weapon you want to use. But for me, playing the proper Psyker, I will always use this type of playstyle. If you see armored targets, alright, help burn out the horde. Your flames will do nothing to armored targets. Keep that in mind. But most of the time, mutants will be dead. With a competent team, the mutants will be dead, so you shouldn't even need to pull out your core sword. It's just for emergencies.
Reaching the Empyrean!
And also, it's great for doing this.
That's one dead. There'll be more.
Just maintain your warp charges where you can.
Find a way down.
If you have a competent team, most of the time you won't even like... You'll actually be more hard pressed to maintain them, assuming your team is very competent. Like here, there isn't even much for me to do because the team is very competent and knows what they're doing. Ah, a Reaper. Okay. This is where I will bust out my brain bursts. Now, if I have to control a horde as well, then I'll let somebody else do the finish. Okay, with this kind of thing, right? If I do see a plague augurin, I will use my cerebral lacerations and swap to melee. This is one of the few situations where I swap to melee to defend myself. I'm gonna defend this guy just in case. Damn, did somebody take it already? Oh wait, the Augurin's not Mr. Popo. Oh, never mind. He can have it anyway. If I do end up like suddenly in melee, I will use my sword, but very rarely. I don't normally bother with it. That's again one of the exceptions where I pull it out.
My thanks. What purpose does this switch serve?
The Psyker is good if you know how to control all your tools. Because the thing about the Psyker is you need to know which tool to use in what situation. If you use the inappropriate tool for the wrong situation, right, you will screw yourself and your team over. So it's always very important to know what you're doing. Like this is a Damnation. Although it's a low intensity, it's just chill. Oh, this guy doesn't want to heal? Okay, whatever. He's probably doing the penance. Now, my brain burst, I love to use it against bulwarks because it gets past their shield. Also, the Psyker's push, right, stuns in a 3-meter AoE around you. Although it's not a full 360, it's still very useful. So you can use that to get through a lot of situations if you struggle. Alright? I'm very rarely in a situation where I struggle, but this is one way, this is one other way to use the Force Sword. It can get you through a lot of situations by clasping. But again, that's also another niche use of it. Like I said, it's not your main source of dealing with trouble. It's like a secondary solution, kinda. You see, like these guys, there's 4 dudes charging me, right? I use them to maintain my warp charges, and I freely just use my kinetic barrages because it doesn't like bother me. Oh. If you have a trapper behind the door, just murder it. If you like being a thick of melee, that's okay. Just make sure you're using your Purg staff because you'll do more good with that. Oh, crushers? Blast them with your cerebral lacerations brain bursts, and your whole team will thank you because then everybody can deal extra damage to them. It's great. Sometimes just for fun, I'll just kill one of them with my force sword, just for the giggles, you know. That's always fun to do. And your abilities just cool down so fast usually that I just spend it freely. I just use it to get the kinetic barrage buff, and then everything just gets popped. Like I said, if anything is at range, just keep popping. Don't worry about anything else. Assuming they're at a distance, right? Pop their heads off. I'm just very relaxed about this kind of thing. Because they don't need me burning them. Okay.
Agreed.
Master grant me strength. Slay the gunner.
Cerebral laceration is also beautiful because it just helps you help your team deal more damage to these kinds of crazies. So thanks to that, right, I end up spamming brain burst a lot. Oh, Zealot's fine. Zealot's great. But right now, right, it seems almost like Thunderhammer Zealots are kind of the jam.
Indeed.
Well, there goes Mr. Popo.
An apothecarian for those in need.
I'll take this.
I am anti.
I stand ready to assist.
When the master's industry falls idle, sniper heresy grows.
Got him. Your brain burst is your most useful tool because it's far more accurate than what a veteran has. Of course, a veteran can take care of most things, assuming that they're like crack shots like me, because I play a lot of Overwatch, but you know, most of the time that will not be the case. Abuse the fact that you have this ability to do and assist the veterans, you know, with whatever they need. Don't ever underestimate your ability to assist your team. All right, with the Purg staff, the Zealot has to ready their flamethrower. All right, they can't do what you do like that. I mean, they can, but it costs them ammo, you know. But a real Psyker just does it easy. Use your slides, use your mobility, and just get to where you need to go. Move fast, move simple. Oh man, that's always fun though, yo. Now, if there are hordes coming in, okay, that's when you use your Purg staff. Burn them out, burn them out. All right.
Just doing my duty.
Now, if your team lets them approach a bit too much, okay. In that case, probably best to not play around so much. You know, swap to full-on combat mode. That's what I always do. I cover everybody's movements. Whew. But seriously, if you guys do not forget to maintain your warp charges, by the way. That's another thing. A lot of Psykers now with the current playstyle, the big thing is that sometimes when the situation is relaxed and you don't have to think too hard, they forget how to maintain their warp charges. And that results in some pretty sad well, damage, because your warp charges are your biggest source of damage right now. Use and abuse them. All right, I will use kinetic barrage sometimes just to assist people at a long distance, or just to maintain my warp charges by popping some heads. All right. And just by doing so, I can cover my whole team no matter what they're doing. Oh, run and gun is terrible. Never use it. Because you should not be sprinting and firing. Alright, don't do that. Very, very bad idea. It's a waste of a blessing. You should get more crits with peril increase, as well as the never interrupted secondary. I mean, you can get the interrupt. You can also get like the one that makes it charge faster. But yeah, never get the run and gun because it's worthless. Assuming you're playing properly, right, you should be dodge moving rather than sprint moving. So a lot of the time I'll be dodge moving, or I'll just dodge backwards. I'll just back dodge. I'll just backslide. Dodging backwards and sliding also viable.
Good work, Ogren.
Lol, hank it. Because you don't have blessings, you use run and gun. That just disappoints me, my dude. Why are you so weak? And there you have it. That's how you play the Psyker properly. And just for that, I got a golden chainsword. Okay, 24 minutes ago would be minus 24. 36. Okay, saving my timestamps. It's all Hadron's fault. Lol. Nah, it's not Hadron's fault, dude. It's your fault for not being perfect at all times, bro. How could you not be? I expected better of you. Failed to join server. Nani? What's going on? Yeah, backwards dodge sliding is hilarious, dude. Literally my favorite thing. What's going on, guys? Anyway, don't forget to like the stream in the meantime. Also, don't mind me. I'm gonna run a quick 1-minute ad break if I can. Sorry for those of you putting up with the ads. Just know that it's helping me out with my expenses, stuff like that. Because that's how I make my money. So I do apologize for having to run them. There we go. Finally got my transcendent chainsaw. Now that I get on it, I'm kind of keen to see it. Rev it up. And wrath. Wow. This says doggy doo-doo. But just so you know, if you don't like running the force sword, you can actually run the chain sword or the Mark IV Devil Claw. Whatever you want, run it. All right. Just make sure that you know, do good. don't do the bad. Do the good. Do the good. This one has terrifying barrage, Sage. But I could roll for 5% crit rate if I wanted to.
Subroutines reinitializing for new client.
No respite good on the last gun. Right now, Rick Pool, you should be using the last pistol. The last pistol is superior to the last gun, actually, and I'll be posting a video on the last pistol soon. Basically, all you need is Infernus on it and a crit chance perk, and you're good to go on that. The last pistol is superior right now, just because it's faster to use. So I highly suggest the last pistol instead. It is the superior choice. But if you want to use the no respite blessing on a last gun, go for it. Like, hang on, let me just remember what does no respite do again? Is it Darktide Games Lantern? Let me just check the blessing. Can't remember what it does. because I haven't used ever since the last pistol got a buff. I haven't touched the last guns. The last guns have actually sort of fallen off. Like, they're still good, but compared to the kind of glory that the last pistol brings you, it ain't exactly the best. You just do better with the last pistol. So I'm assuming it's on a can trail. Infantry, last gun. There we are. Yeah, no respite is pretty good, assuming that the enemy is staggered. But sometimes you end up just sniping anyway, so you may not need it. I mean, it's up to you and your playstyle. I generally don't use it. I use the weak spot damage increase. It was a critical weak spot damage increase. Hold on. Which one is it? I use Headhunter actually. Headhunter is good. Ghost is good. Deadly Accurate is only good if you combine it with Headhunter, but that's also okay. Falter is sometimes good though, if you want to use it to stun people down.
You're headed to manufacture an HL 1736. The primary
All right.
smelt has been disabled and
More
operating
Psyker gameplay. You guys ready?
that smelter operating, and I don't
Let's rock and roll, my people. Let's rock and roll.
badly need HL 1736's Lehman Russ battle tanks on the front lines, so take no chances.
Hey, Fat King, this game is a horde shooter. If you haven't played the Tide series, well, have some fun with this. Opening salvo's okay. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. I still haven't gotten one that's really good, so in future I do want to actually try it out, because on first hit on a salvo, right, it depends on how many times like I continuously fire and what's the reset on it. I need to test it, because I know it'll increase the damage on the first shot, but does it, like, if the target's killed, is the next one a first shot again? There's still a lot of testing to be done.
Supply elevator. You'll get you into the smelter complex proper.
This way. Broken weak bits.
Hostiles are charging! I'm with you! What you sanctioned?
Did this guy just go down in Damnation? The fuck? And like low intensity Damnation and at the start of the freaking map? What? I'm very confused now.
Rebels invading us!
If you can't see something to brain burst it, jump. A simple jump will help you lock on while you're holding down the left mouse button.
Indeed! Excessive force authorized!
I often use jump shots like that just to target, because if I can't see them, right, I can't really hit them, right? So I just jump shot. And they can't get away anyway, so as soon as the recoil is reset, you have a new salvo. I see. Okay, I'll have to test that in more detail. Thank you for telling me. I think it might make the last gun like finally overcome the last pistol, because right now the last pistol has all of the advantages, and I would like to make last gun great again. So maybe that opening salvo choice is what I need. Maybe. I hope I can get some good last guns on my Psyker. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. Yeah. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator's son. Yeah. Why is this guy going down so much? Like, is he okay, dude? Ah, burned it. Sometimes I will use my abilities specifically to stun my enemies down. This way other people can take care of them.
Hold that
Head
pose.
straight down through Labour oversight.
Initiating crowd control.
Also, if there's sniping to be done, please allow your snipers, i.e. the veteran and the psyker, to do it. If the snipers are not doing their job, well, that's gonna be a problem, ain't it? Yeah, the original Gunpsyker build used the recon last gun, which was pretty good, but now the Gunpsyker build's even better because of the warp battery thing. It's so brutal once you have like multiple once you have all the charges, it's brutal. But the problem is when you don't have that, when you don't have like all the good stuff and you cannot maintain your warp charges because you don't know how, you have a rough time. So Gunpsykers right now are in a weird spot because the staff psychers, now with the warp battery change, compared to the benefit that a Gunpsyker gets, right, the staff psychers just benefit so much more, to the point that Gunpsykers have pretty much become obsolete. Because in the past, right, when staffs were weaker and the psyker itself wasn't really clear on its identity, you could sort of use them as a budget veteran. Like if you just wanted a veteran with a head explodey power, then you could sort of use the Psyker that way. But now, obviously, there's no need to do so, because the Psykers have their own very, very powerful and strong identity. So, yeah. Now, staff Psykers, I would say, are the primo choice. You shouldn't ever be using a gun Psyker.
Gosh, I didn't realize you were a surgeon too, zealot.
Okay, good work. Get that elevator moving.
I see no good reason to seek another course.
Goes up, yes. Goes down, yes. Sometimes goes down hard. Splat. Not good.
Breaching the Amphibian! Shotgun sighted! Step shotgun up! Give me no choice!
Damn. I actually lost health. Oh. This is one of the few times where I'm very frustrated with myself. If I allow, because I couldn't kill the scab bomber fast enough. Like I wanted to just like mulch his brain. Very frustrated. I thought I'd do better. I can't believe I actually lost health. That's lame. A true disappointment. This is the Brigade staff, dude. Yeah, definitely, Blake. That's one good way. Hey, Kaz. Good to see you. So sorry I can't read chat fast. The tripod breaking, so now it's like to the side. I'm trying to have this. Thank you for believing in me. I'm doing my best. No problem. Grab some lunch, honey bear. Look at these guys. Oh my god, what is wrong with these things? These things are stuck in the freaking elevator as we go along. Look at that jiggle jiggle. Oh, show. I want to see you wiggle wiggle. Damn, I gotta put that on TikTok.
Calling the wall.
Enjoy thy lunch though, Kaz. For those of you that aren't aware, Kaz is my girl. She's a very lovely lady. But she cannot watch me play this because the gore is too much for her. She's not good with it.
No more noise from that way.
I have every class at 30, but basically nowadays I only play the vet and the psyker. I'm not a melee man. I like to just be able to take care of everything, you know? Could somebody please just kill the one over in the distance? Would be nice if they did. Oh, she loves the lore. I was teaching her all about the lore the other day. She loves the lore, but it's the
Engaging war protocols.
Entering the smelter superstructure. Find a way down.
But yeah, no, because I think these ones are the Nurgle creatures.
Agreed.
She has a tougher time with this one than with anything else.
Finish the house.
The Hound can also be killed very well by a 4-sword special. Another reason why I love it so much.
Ready to assist.
Cerebral lacerations are good. No problem. Happy to help, man.
Yes.
Like I said, when it comes to the site, like when it comes to any other class, I may not know everything perfectly, but when it comes to the Psyker, I am king. I will not accept any counterpoints on the Psyker. Like people can say, "Oh, I've got my own way of playing." I'll say, "No, you're wrong," because I am the king. What the?
Have you sanctioned? Agreed.
What the hell just happened? Dude. Seriously?
Initiating craft control. The scream killed the brute. Major!
Ah, crap. I'm doomed.
The Ranger troubles Tertium no more.
So for that one, right? I don't know how they all went down, but that was absolutely dumb as shit. don't do that. Don't ever do that, because like, although I could carry that, I really didn't want to. Don't ever do that. I don't like teammates that do that kind of crappy, I'll go in and act like I know what I'm doing. No. If you want to rush in with a freaking combat axe and be bad at your game, do it in your own time. Don't do it in my games. Because if you want to play properly, right? A lot of people don't realize this, but a good Psyker is the core of the team. Play around your Psyker. Don't rush off, because I wasn't, like, you saw me. If I wasn't there to burn them out, like, they all went down instantaneously. Don't do that. You are literally costing yourself, loot if you do that. All right. Never go into a match thinking, oh yeah, you know, I'll just mess around. No, there's no messing around. You play to win. Always play to win. If you're gonna mess around, don't play. Don't ever pick up Damnation. Stay in Malice, where you can mess around and do whatever you want. If you ever play a real game in Damnation, don't do what those people did. That was like the worst of the worst. No, never fight around your preacher. The zealot, what the zealot should be doing 95% of the time is nothing. The zealot only holds back hordes. That's it. Don't rush into a fight. Don't be stupid. The best way to play the zealot is to not actually do anything. And this is actually something that a professional zealot told me. Sorry, I should say the person main zealot. 95% of the time in Damnation, their zealot just does nothing. The zealot's only job is that when the melees come in, the zealot goes out. But you should never be far from your team. You should be the bulwark of the team, same as the Ogryn. If you are now, here's the difference though. A zealot can engage anytime. The Ogryn, right, needs to clear the space for the veteran. So if you have a veteran on your team as an Ogryn, you kind of have to sort of sweep to the side, kind of, you know, stretch away from combat, because you will block the veteran shots, which affects your team negatively. But if you've got only a Psyker, you don't have a veteran, right? Feel free to stand right in front of the Psyker, because the Psyker's psychic abilities. This is another reason not to use a gun on the Psyker. Psychic abilities can go through your teammates without damaging them, without hurting them, and of course hurting the enemies. So for the Ogryn, it is very worthwhile to stand right in front of the Psyker. Oh hey, it's Mr. Popo. Okay, we've won this. Oh, whoops.
Those wounds need attention.
I don't know why this team is rushing so hard, but Jesus Christ, calm down, buddies, calm down.
Thou dost not understand the power of faith! Ammo!
Hey, Rada Heel.
Agreed.
Now, this Mr. Popo guy, like, maybe he was able to cover it up in the last time I played with him, but this is the wrong way. This is literally the wrong way to play the Zealot. Don't play like this. Don't charge ahead. Okay, wrong way to play. 95% of the time, like I said, do not do anything.
But only out of need.
That's actually the right way to play, Blake. You should be playing around your team and what you have. If your team is not engaging heavily, then you shouldn't be engaging heavily. Just wait for your opportunity. Then once, oh my god, is that Psyker using a gun? Seriously, a gun Psyker? Oh lord. Well, this is gonna be another fiesta. Okay, so you see Mr. Popo here, right? Like I said, this is the wrong thing to be doing. Do not do this. Okay, very, very bad idea. If you want to do this, go back to Malice. You don't belong in Damnation runs. But this is an opportunity to show you guys. Another time that I will pull out the Force Sword is when I need breathing space to regenerate. So I will just like delay. I'll delay using the knockdowns, stuff like that. The Psyker doesn't have any specialized damage reduction though, so just be aware of that. And that's why for the Psyker, it's very important to just take opportunities, but not like be weighed down by them. I take shots where I can, but I'm not panicked about like firing off every shot, about getting every shot to hit. I don't worry about that. Rather, I just do what is necessary. But it's hard to play as the center of your team when you've got a budget veteran around. Like, my god, why? I'll never understand any Psyker that uses a gun. Especially now that the guns are just so not good. Like, compared to everything else, of course. I mean, sure, warp battery makes things lovely. There we go. Most zealots though can handle hordes easily, but just don't overdo it. Always work with your team. It's the better way to do things. Like, if there's a huge bunch of rabble like this, I'll just keep using my LMB instead of my full RMB. Left mouse button instead, just to control the horde. Yeah, definitely. Like, the Zealot's place is with his team. When you charge off, like, you're a detriment to the team. Which is why, like, I can tell you, Blake, from hearing what he's saying in my chat, I know he knows how to actually play the Zealot. Like, this Mr. Popo, he's clearly playing his own game, which is fine because we're all literally like forcing ourselves to play around him. But again, this is the wrong way to do things. Don't ever force your team to play around you. You play around your team as the Zealot, which is very important. And it's a very important distinction between good Zealots and Zealots that don't exactly know what they're doing. Because Zealot, because I get it, the Zealot is fun. You're the preacher man, you're the dangerous guy with the knife. You're the Emperor's instrument of wrath, which is empowering. It's a fun feeling, but don't go too ham. Work with your team. I mean, as the Psyker, I could just go power crazy and just stay in the back bursting people's brains, but I don't do that. You know, you have to be what your team needs, and the more that you coordinate with your teammates, the better. And I don't mean coordinate as in you need to have full communication 24/7. No, but just know in general what each class can do and how it functions best with teammates. Like for me, right, what I'm using is my the standard cerebral laceration Psyker, which basically every Psyker should be running right about now. I'm using that to just abuse the enemies because I know that they're gonna all take bonus damage. And this in turn gives me more abilities to wipe out my foes, help my team, boost them up, all the good stuff. And of course, stay alive, no matter what. Because even at a distance, I am dangerous. Which is good.
You leave me no choice!
There we go.
They have us at a disadvantage! I see you, Connor! Breaching the Empyrean! I concur! Beware! Foul shooting! Duty terminated!
Once again, the Force Sword is why I am very, very easily able to take on mutants. Oh man, I worked on all those Reapers and guy just straight up stole my kill. Sad now. Distance blasting.
We are tested. We must recharge of the machine. No mercy.
To fight for the Empire.
Last, a med station.
That's your destination. You'll find the target inside.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, the master at mankind!
Do my Plastilla.
You're looking for the blocks. Ironically enough, your target using them as his bolt hole.
A lot of people also say just bring it down to 97. Yes, we all know about the 97 limit, but the reason why you want to sometimes quell below that, also like just for other psychers who might want to know all this, the reason why I quell like or do full quells is because in case I get into a troublesome situation, instead I get into a serious situation where I desperately need to do multiple brain bursts without being able to quell, I'm never vulnerable, you see. I'm able to do what I need to do. So that's why sometimes, right, I will quell more than necessary, even though I know that, like, yeah, I can brain burst again once I'm at 97 without popping myself. I always give myself the extra opportunities to quell. Alright.
Indeed! Beast neutralized!
A merciful death. Here. A damned march.
The enemy is numerous!
That's not gonna.
Hi!
Oh, don't say no.
Stab shotgunner!
That's not me.
Now is the time to burn them all out.
The great freaks can't. Likely out of error.
Focus on your own work, Zealot!
Is this from blood?
Ooh, burned out. Okay.
Warp you sanctioned! Visual on a sniper!
Hostile. In the master's name!
what this mushy guy is doing, but
Join up with one another. Form a group.
I think you mean toughness on warp charge. Yes and no, because now I've used that. In fact, my older Purgatus build advocates for that. But the thing is, even then, right, you're better off quelling more. Because you can just gain like 2 charges or so. And you can stagger them if necessary, but like for me, I don't ever see a reason to just use the 97. Like unless you're in a real panic scenario, like okay, fine. You know, in that case, yes, I do use that tech as well. But most of the time, if I have the capability, I will fully quell down. Even though it would like to an extent negatively impact on my damage. Because if you think about it, right, I'm using the one where I do more crits when my peril is higher. So technically speaking, I'm negatively impacting my own damage by using this technique. However, it's still worthwhile to quell more because if you ever get into an emergency situation, you have all the tools available to you. You're not just like limited by, okay, man, my peril's too high, I can't do this or I can't do that, you know? And for me, that's very important to good Psyker play, especially in Damnation, because now it's low intensity. If this was high intensity instead, those small technical differences are what makes and breaks, which is very, very important. And this is why, like, other classes, I'm willing to say, okay, I don't know everything about them. But for the Psyker, I can guarantee you, when you do high intensity Damnation, assuming you randomly get one just by quick play or something, or you actively do it with friends, 97 tech usually is pretty bad. It's always better to full quell or quell it down as much as you possibly can reasonably, so that you can do more than one at a time, which again, more beneficial to your team. I never shy away from that just in case, you know, because you never know when I'll have to like bust out my force sword or something like that instead of a normal brain burst. And yeah, I just like making sure that I have all the tools available. Again, it's always about like making sure that you have options available to yourself. You're not limited. So wherever I have the opportunity, I quell as much as I can. The mega quell makes a diff. Okay, let's go. Now, hopefully these guys can assassinate the boss correctly.
None of them generous souls.
There's been no law down here for a long time. Only cartel justice.
Justice is a fleeting concept, I
This
find.
gun Psyker. Yeah, Desperate Gunners is when I use it, like if I'm really stuck. Now, please do not melee the boss with your force staff, okay? I'm obviously just messing around over there, but if you're gonna melee the boss, please, okay, use your normal techniques to do so. Take advantage of the Four Swords unlimited dodges. It's so good.
Losing too much blood.
See, I will temporarily just use my... Oh, dear. Where I can, I'll use my big Four Sword heavy. But always dodge the big mallet hit because that is a one-shot for most people. Just be very careful with that. As you can see, the Flamer is doing not much. It's actually my sword that's dealing the damage. But the Flamer is dealing with the horde, so if everybody's in melee, it's okay. But Psykers actually deal some of the best damage to him, so make sure you abuse that. See? Damnation, assassination boss, no problem. Like, legit, no issue. Alright? Never ever stop using melee against the guy. A good team, you know. While his shield is up, don't fucking touch your ranged weapon. Please, dear God. You touch your ranged weapon while his shield is up, I will appear in your room at night and slap the shit out of you. Personally. Alright? Don't do that. But if you like play properly, you know, you're okay. 20 minutes ago, so... You're okay, buddy. Let me go take a look at a couple of things though, because right now what I want is I want a good shredder auto pistol. Yeah, exactly why, right? See, initially when people didn't really recognize me as the Psyker King and there were other people making Psyker videos and stuff like that, people who clearly did not fully understand the character and they were just doing it for the clickbait, for the content, this kind of thing. Back then, a lot of people were like, ha, you know, this guy is you know, idiot. He quells the Psyker down fully. And over time, it just proved, you know, I was able to prove that the Psyker is far better if you do quell it down, if you do quell down properly, because if you don't, you're the one that's screwing yourself over, nobody else. Everybody else is just going to be chilling, you know, straight chilling, and there you are, you know, destroying yourself for no reason. You know, it's not a wise decision. There are wiser decisions. Ooh, this Vicious Slice is a really nice perk. I'm gonna actually give that up. But before I go and give all that shenanigans up, I want my Mark V combat axe. I want to gamble on one with good stats. Let's see if I can do better. Pretty good. I want one with high penetration though. You. Okay, but not exactly what I want. Still not enough. Definitely not enough. Oh yeah, screw mobility. I don't care about the rest. Okay, now all the other shitty axes, I'm gonna throw them away. Scroll down. Farther it off. Farther this off. This one's kind of okay, but I'll keep it as a spare. I want more penetration and more cleave. Now this is the right decision. I just wanna level this up because I got the spare materials anyway. Having remaining peril causes peril to stagger faster. No, it's just that if you have too much peril, like, okay, let's say I'm brain bursting right now, right? What if in the next couple of seconds I need to use my staff, but then I can't because I was a moron that did nothing but brain burst? You see, and I was doing my 97% brain burst tech. Yeah, I would screw my team over. You see, that's not what you want. You want a situation whereby, okay, you know, maybe things aren't absolutely perfect right now, but you're doing relatively well. You kind of want that. All right, because if you don't have that, you're gonna have a rough time.
I trust you are pleased, Varlet.
Wow, this thing I'm gonna have to surrender straight away. I'll just surrender it for the shred. Cannot surrender an equipped item. I'll equip a different one then. Go back to my power sword. Okay. I just wanted to see what blessings I get. We surrender it anyway. But limb splitter is like a death sentence for this. But now this will have shred. So, because I want to put the shred on other characters, so I'm happy with that. Surge staff works in Damnation. Yeah, if you follow my Surge Psyker build, well, I'm gonna update my build soon, the Psyker build for everything. So yeah. No, I don't use the combat axe on this anyway, so I don't really care. Because the combat axe, right, I'm actually trying to get it from my zealot. Because what I want is brutal momentum and shred. And I'm just gonna like strap both of those in and then go with that. So I don't really care about having it on the Psyker. I'm just doing this because the Psyker has the most materials right now. So I'm just doing it for the extra perks. Okay, don't forget to like the stream. I'm gonna get some water. Alright, I'm gonna get some extra water because now is the time for it, and I'm thirsty. It's freaking summer heat, man. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get some water. All right, y'all stay sexy. I'll be right back. See, the Zealot's passive 10% attack speed is often underestimated, but I think that that is the most valuable perk ever. That extra 10% is beautiful. That 10% is brutally beautiful, and that's why I like it so much. It's just good. It's just useful, you know, to have it. If you don't have it, you know, rough times, man, rough times. The Surge staff, I dropped it as my so-called primary staff because the Purg just offers me everything. Like, the only reason once I got more experience, I just realized that the Purg staff was what I needed for, you know, actually decimating levels. Like, going through Damnation and clearing it easily, assuming that my team doesn't completely misplay, like the couple of dudes that y'all saw that completely, you know, did the wrong thing. For me personally, as a Psyker main, I use the perk because I know it can really dish out the punishment. And unfortunately, a lot of people just don't seem to recognize that. You know, they don't understand that you can do a lot with the Purg. That, in fact, to an extent, it is even better than what you would do with the Surge. So, yeah. Hang on, sorry, replying to a comment on my TikTok. Yeah, definitely. Like, I love the stam regen on the Zealot. I don't know. I prefer, like, me personally, I strongly prefer the Purgatus staff over the flamethrower. Maybe it's just because I'm just so used to the Psyker. Like, the Psyker has been my main from day one. So, like, for me, I guess I'm just, like, overused to it to the point that I'm like, you know what? You know, I never ever wish that I have a flamer over a Purg staff, because the Purg staff just clears everything I need, you know. I guess that's where the difference in a person's playstyle comes in. For me, I would rather a Purg staff than a flamer. Not gonna lie though, the flamer is amazing. I love the flamethrower. If I'm gonna play Zealot, flamethrower is my jam. But yeah. I don't worry about the muties and the doges because usually I will just sword them straight away. So they don't normally bother me, Hankit.
To live this way.
Wasn't much better before the heretics moved in. Trust me on that.
It's an outlaw zone. Guns ready.
Poverty is an honest station. So few are deserving of better.
Yeah, for those I just spam my brain burst.
You can usually find those in the bazaar. Get going.
Drag shotgun up!
Knocking them dead.
Retreat, imbeciles! The barrel explodes!
Keep to thy feet. Light 'em up. Concentrate your fire.
Oh man, had to get barreled, huh?
Hostiles are charging!
Is that F exploit still in the game? Because it shouldn't be, guys. So if it still is in the game, please do report it, because they're supposed to take care of that. That is actually not supposed to be in the game. But if it's still in the game, I will deal with it. I'll pass along the info. I really gotta test the Zealot one of these days. I still haven't had the time, but I'll check. But yeah, I'll check if it still is in the game. I don't recall it being in the game anymore. I thought they fixed it. And again, I could be wrong.
Hear the blessed host singing.
The bomber is slain.
Barrels overloading!
My doom comes.
You leave me no choice!
Eliminating primary target.
Thy wrath achieve little,
Okay,
heretic.
there we go.
Bastille.
Brace auto. Oh lord. Oh lord. Nah, man, the flamer is the way to go. Brace auto is heresy.
This way.
barricade station.
Yeah, brace auto. Oof. If I ever do see a zealot with a brace auto, I usually brace myself for mission failure, because they'll usually panic. Like, the flamer just helps the zealot handle so much that it really is a must-have. Like, the only suitable or even like borderline viable replacement would be a bolt gun. I keep calling it the bolter, but it's actually the bolt gun. The bolt gun is the ideal choice to if you really are adamant that you don't want a flamethrower. The bolter will actually like do stuff. But if you don't bring that along, then do.
Over here.
Point and shoot in the town of
Where the
style.
heretics really got their claws into the water cartel.
Hey, Death Dawning.
Went downhill from there.
If you panic with the flamethrower, I worry about you. You should never.
The numbers are significant.
I mean, you literally have one of the strongest weapons in the game on you. That's really not something that should cause panic.
Region neutralized.
Sniper's done. That Psyker's efficient. I'll give him that.
Gratifying. You concur.
Ja, kom daar, Captain!
Reaching the Empyrean. It's dead now. Come back.
Lol, that Mr. Popov. He said fuck the hammer and just left the mission. Okay. That's a gamer for you. Not even willing to see it through. Even when I had my shitty recon last gun, I still saw it through to the end. Don't be weak like this person. Be strong. I want to raise y'all to be different.
The air quality, perhaps, isn't the best in township.
This place is falling apart good and proper.
Deletes everything at longer range is kind of the issue, dude. Like, it's inaccurate for the most part. So, I've never actually, like I said, Damnation-wise, I've never actually seen a good braced auto zealot. Most of the time, they will usually underperform and end up consuming a lot of ammo. Ammo efficiency, again, being another big issue. Which is why I would say I would rather have a Flamer Zealot, because a Flamer Zealot will consume less ammo to delete pretty much everything. Much in the same way, so... yeah, I see braced autogun zealots as a huge liability to my team. Because with the braced autoguns, right, the ammo efficiency is bad, even on the veteran. The veterans do way better with other weapons compared to the braced autoguns. So, although a braced autogun veteran can work for Damnation, where every enemy is a damage sponge, it can be a bit of a problem. That's why I disagree with the braced autogun being a good choice, whereas the flamethrower is far more ammo efficient and does more. So more bang for your buck, I guess. Plus the horde deletion is really nice. Just in case you don't end up with a Purg Psyker. I mean, Purg Psykers might be all the rage, but some people will play Surge Psykers instead, or Void Strike Psykers. Void Strike can still deal with hordes, but they may play Trauma as well, which can be a little bit less efficient.
Thank you. Oh.
It all comes down to team comp, though. If the team comp is not horrifying, you can still do relatively well. But I would never feel safe with a braced auto vet. I very much prefer one that has a flamethrower, just in case.
I've got you now.
Well, welcome, Joseph. Good to see you. I will use all the ammo if I can, because for me as the veteran, I know that I'm capable of getting the most headshots, so ammo is mine. If others want ammo, they can be patient for it. Unless they've proven that they can absolutely do good, then I'll say, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to use it for special cases, or you prefer it with your team, like your regular running team, that's totally cool. You know, at the end of the day, as long as it's working for you and it's not a massive detriment to your team, it's all good. I mean, hell, even though I like the last pistol, right? The veterans still main the thing. Oh, dude, Bravo already covered it, man. I posted in Discord. I'm so sorry, man, but thank you. Let me rap for you after this. Let me at least do something special for you after this. Thank you very much, Death Dawning. It's all good. Like, Bravo actually covered it this morning, and I'm already going to pick up the tripod later. But thank you so much. Death Dawning has been one of my best supporters for a year, guys. Literally for a whole year, this man has helped me out. So in case you don't know who he is, although he's not around a lot because he's very busy, this man is insane, and he is literally one of the, I would say, one of the top 5 reasons I am still a streamer today, despite not being like those kinds of like 20, 30, 40 viewer streamers per stream. Yeah, it's because of folks like Death Dawning that I'm still a streamer. Oh, dude, if there was a blessing that improved veterans aura, I would love it. I would love it. To be fair, if the brace auto guns had more ammo, so that they could restore more from the pickups and stuff, like, they'd be ammo efficient as well. The last guns just have so much ammo that it makes them efficient by default, you know, which is crazy. Nah, I'm not gonna treat myself, dude. I will only use these for business expenses. I do not treat myself. For me, if I get any extra money, I save it anyway, because there'll be months where I don't get shit. So I don't ever want my business to slow down, because I know that the only way I'm gonna make it is if I'm grinding every day. But it's thanks to people like you that I can actually keep grinding, so thank you very much. I mean, he does consume the content, he just doesn't have a lot of time to consume it. But he's been a very, very close friend and a good supporter. So, honestly, he's been a good dude. He's genuinely been a good dude. Yeah, exactly, Armando. I wish that we had, like, better trinkets and stuff. Like, you're absolutely right about that. That's actually one of the suggestions I've been trying to bring to Fat Shark. Like, hey, we don't really need this XP shit. Like, they should change those perks at level 30 to be something else. Oh yeah, absolutely understandable, Blake. Like, you just choose what your team needs, and that's really the way to play this game anyway, so it's all good. I mean, the plus XP is to help people leveling. Like, that's I'm sure the basic idea behind it. Like, that's what they want it for. You know, I'll tell you guys, I'm proud of one thing, you know, and this for Death Dawning as well. As he said, treat yourself. Bro, I'm so proud of this one thing that I've done. I haven't gone for a single fast food meal ever since getting to Australia. I've legit been very clean. Like, I haven't spent anything outside of my usual food budget, nothing. I have literally been living the monk life, but I love it. Like, I don't mind it. Like this is the crunch time period for my channel, so I want to do everything that I can to give myself the best possibility of succeeding as a streamer. So I'm not spending excessively or anything. I'm only spending on games that I'm going to be playing, investing in, stuff like that. That's it. No treats, none of that. Full on focused right now. You know, I'm proud of myself for that. Like, living that monk life. But, you know, sometimes I think that some people should try it for once. Like, because at the very least, right, I'm not cooped up in an office like I was before, because that life was also just not for me. Uh-oh. See, this is one of those panic situations that I've been telling you guys about, where you gotta understand that sometimes things will not exactly go your way. Oh, darn it. Got shot up. But at least I got my team through most of that. Also, the clunkiness of the weapon change sometimes from the
Oh, look at all this. Any chance they'll wipe themselves out if we leave them to it?
The server scan awaits your data. I await your compliance.
Hey, congrats. I'm very happy to hear that. Oh lord, that gunner sniper combo got me.
How are you gonna win without me?
Neutralize that gunner.
Oh my god. So the other reason why veterans should bring something other than a bolter along is sometimes because, like, you really do want to shoot the snipers ASAP. And also, the other guy that said, why did you sillies camp there? He wasn't brain bursting fast enough, okay? Don't do what that Psyker did. If you want to successfully get through missions, let's say you've got one bot and you're not like, you don't have your full team around, brain burst, please. Apply your brain burst. Specials and range should be dead. But a lot of the time this doesn't happen, or a situation like you got a veteran with the bolter or the plasma gun and they cannot effectively take out the range really fast. Damnation runs can end in failure. Range is the largest threat, which is why the last pistol last gun is currently more successful than a lot of the others. Unfortunate situation, but it does happen. Well, listen, I'm glad you're liking it, Death Dawning. I'm glad you're liking it. Okay, wrap time. Let me adjust my stuff. So you guys might see the stream lag out for a little bit. Now, if it's for Death Dawning, then I can't just do my raps. I gotta do a little something extra, but we'll do that in a little bit. All right, there'll be an extra in a little bit. Just because I always recall him making me do this in the past, and it was always funny and hilarious. But anyway, let me start with the raps first. Let me see. I'm in the mood for some 90s freestyle. Let's try this out. Have to worry about going down in the fight. All right. Or at least you shouldn't most of the time. Okay, that was a freestyle that I hope you enjoyed. And now, here's a proper rap from me. Let me see, what am I thinking of? You know what? There's only one choice. We need our favorite song that I haven't performed for a while. Ladies and gents, this is everybody's favorite MjRiffle. It's available on Spotify if you want to listen to it. All my music is available on Spotify. I'm just so sad that Put It On got bought by somebody, but whatever. I'll write even better songs to make up. MjRiffle, yeah, I see the highs that I would chase. All the broken stories in the pillowcase. Yeah, these broken lives in the MjRiffle. Hey, MjRiffle, MjRiffle, yeah, I see the highs that I would chase. All the broken stories in the pillowcase. Yeah, these broken lives in the MjRiffle. Hey, MjRiffle. Yo, I see the way this world fade in to see a black. Half a hope is hoping that you gonna die in your bed. Yeah, open eyes to reality. You shut them tight, you try to dream, but your dreams are darker than the last night. MjRiffle, pray to God while I'm buried in the pillowcase. Think I might be higher, maybe it's the dream I chase. Ain't got a fucking fam, cause I'm a waste. I'm so disgraced. MjRiffle, pray to God while I'm buried in the pillowcase. Think I might be higher, maybe it's the dream I chase. Ain't got a fucking fam, cause I'm a waste. I'm so disgraced. MjRiffle, yeah, I see the highs that I would chase. All the broken stories in the pillowcase. Yeah, these broken lives in the MjRiffle. Hey, MjRiffle, MjRiffle, yeah, I see the highs that I would chase. All the broken stories in the pillowcase. Yeah, these broken lives in the MjRiffle. Hey, MjRiffle. No more, this world is going slow-mo. I try to stop myself, but these pills fuck me no homo. I'm not even sure how a smile is on my face, all because I got no hope and I feel so misplaced. Yes, society tells me that I need to work to live, yet the work that I put in leaves me so deceived, cause I don't even have a single thing to my name. Yeah, I just keep writing songs cause I'm always with the pain. Yeah, MjRiffle, pray to God while I'm buried in the pillowcase. Think I might be higher, maybe it's the dream I chase. Ain't got a fucking fam, cause I'm a waste. I'm so disgraced. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That's MjRiffle, available right now on Spotify. Hello, person with a Chinese name. Welcome, welcome. Now we're gonna do one last thing before we get back to the action. Now this is something special that I do for Death Dawning because back when I was playing Elden Ring, right? So Death Dawning knows that I love metal, and he heard me singing The Chosen Ones by Dream Evil this one time, and he was all like, you know, can you do the acapella of that? Because obviously I can't play the music, but I can actually do the acapella without infringing on copyright. So I do this one particular song for him, you know. Since he did drop such a lovely large dono, I can't resist. So guys, this is the first and only time you'll hear me sing a semi-metal song. You guys ready? All right, if you haven't heard this before, this is a great song. All right, it's old, but it's pretty damn good. Listen, I do apologize that there's no music, but it goes like this. We are the chosen ones, we sacrifice our blood, we kill for honor. We are the holy ones, our armor stained with blood, we kill the dragon. In glory we return, our destination's end, we slay the dragon. No more living in fear, it's time to raise our king. We made it happen, we're the chosen ones. We are the chosen ones. We sacrifice our blood. We kill for honor. We are the holy ones. I'm stained with blood. We kill the dragon. We're the chosen ones. Riding through thunder and lightning once again. We slayed the beast. We brought an end. And now we have left the kingdom of the damned. Heroes of the day were legends forever. We are the chosen ones. We sacrifice our blood. We kill for honor. We are the holy ones. I'm stained with blood. We kill the dragon. We're the chosen ones. It seems to me like a journey without end. So many years and too many battles. We finally arrived. Now we're standing at the gates. We're heroes of the day. We're legends forever. In glory we return, our destination's end. We slay the dragon. No more living in fear. It's time to raise our king. We made it happen. We're the chosen ones. We are the chosen ones. We sacrifice our blood. We kill for honor. We are the holy ones. Our armor stained with blood. We kill the dragon. In glory we return. Our destination's end. We slayed the dragon. No more living in fear. It's time to raise our king. We made it happen. We're the chosen ones. There you go. A cappella of the chosen ones. Good song though. If you actually listen to the original, it's pretty good. Not the best, but I do like doing this one for Death Dawning. Thank you guys so much, and thank you Death Dawning for your kind donation. I appreciate it. Your name will go on the list, of course, when I go pick it up tomorrow. Well, hopefully I get to pick up the tripod tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Now, for those of you who sat through that, we'll be getting back to the action very shortly. Let me go play a Surge Psyker for a bit. I'm actually thinking which would be ideal for me. Yeah, I'll do this. It's been a while since... Oh shit, sorry, I've got a loadout already for that. My bad. Now, the feats are actually the same. Currently, the ideal build for the Psyker just uses warp battery, but let's go see whether or not there are any Damnation games around. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. I just need one Damnation game. I want to play some Damnation. I want to play some, I should say, successful Damnation. Which right now we do not have. Give me successful Damnation, damn it. Oh, as I think you see my message in Discord. Yeah, I actually quite like Sleep Token Death Dawning. It was pretty good. It was a good band. I want to try and incorporate more singing into my raps, into the future raps that I write. As soon as I once I get my physical bank card, buy my beats, finish recording the stuff that I was supposed to do for February, I'm gonna get back to writing some new songs as well. like I said, for my vocals, I want to experiment more with what I can do. But of course, it also matters. Like, it also depends on like what kind of beats there are. But I'm gonna try and find some good beats where I can also bring out that awesome vocal power. Okay, Search Psyker. Been a while since I played this. Let's go play the game on easy mode. Nah, just kidding. Purg would be better, but still.
Atmosphere scrubbers are functioning. This is a temporary malaise.
This hog of war is a veteran. Okay. One veteran, one psyker. Can we do this?
Rannick seems desperate to keep this place.
There actually isn't, Blake. So that's why I've been telling pretty much everybody. Right now, the psyker build is to just spam your brain burst. Get your warp charges and just kill everything. Like, that is more or less the way to play right now. What are we waiting for? You want to go this way? Let's go that way. Like I said, the Purg Psyker doesn't need melee, so I use the Force Sword to deal specifically one-shotting with to one-shot the mutants. That's specifically all that it's for. It literally serves no other purpose.
You leave me no choice.
Oops, sorry. Once I've got my 6 charges, I just focus solely on one thing. Behind us. Dude, I think the hound just fell off the map, bro. There we go.
Awesome. A hold. Please, let's try to survive this.
Oh yeah.
Skillful. And it's dead.
Yeah, the warp battery and cerebral lacerations are currently like the big things. I use and abuse them constantly because it's just so good. It's just so good, and there's no reason not to use it.
Demon host! Reaching into the wall! I'm taking it!
Who shot it? Oh my god, what the frick?
Elevators just past Lake Oversight.
Why is it on me?
Demon host!
I can't believe it aggroed on me for no reason. Like, why did that guy shoot it? I don't understand.
Aim for the ring point!
Like, the dude just straight up shot the demon host. And then it should, instead of going after him, it went after me just because I was, like, trying to hit the thing. Oh my god. If it had gone after him, like, I would have been able to clutch that whole situation. Uh-oh. Well, this is a failure. These people are not Damnation ready. Very much the opposite of Damnation ready. I was so disappointed there. What is with the player quality today? I mean, sure, Oceania doesn't always have a lot of players, but still, damn. It has been a long time since I've seen Damnation runs that were this horrifying. I am most disappointed, lads. Actually, you know what? I might change one thing here. I might change the kinetic shield instead. The rest is fine, but kinetic shield is good. Okay. Actually, my current sword staff? No, my current sword staff is also good. What the hell? What the heady hell? Yeah. The aggro is sometimes weird, not gonna lie. I mean, it shouldn't be weird, but it is, which is strange to me, but sometimes that's how it is.
36's primary smelter has been taken offline. Your job's to get it working again. Seems a demonic infestation has
C'est la
corrupted
vie,
the system.
such is life.
Purge that infestation and the situation will resolve. Those production lines are vital. We can't afford any mistakes today.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah, I thought the mission failed. I guess it was still going. That's weird. Well, whatever. Well, time to try again. I guess that was literally the only Damnation game. I mean, it is midnight, so I'm not expecting too much, but still, damn.
Yes, I thought I heard you before. Would you mind helping out with a cocktail?
Give me my Damnation runs, you nerds.
Greetings, operative.
Anything cool in here? Nope. This is a nice recon last one. Good stats. Very good stats. I'll buy it just for the stats. In case one day it gets powerful.
Transaction approved.
You never know. You never know. One day it might become hyper strong. Matchmaking failed. Error codes. What's with the errors today? Something is wrong, folks. I'm telling you. Something is wild today. It was supposed to have gone up after the patch. I actually expected it to go up, which it did. Blake. So to be fair, it did go up initially, but what I feel happened is that everybody that was previously a simple, why did it take a screenshot? That doesn't matter. Everybody that was previously a, you know, malice level player is now trying to get into Damnation and Heresy runs for the good loot, but they're not Damnation and Heresy ready, which basically means that a lot of them play very, very poorly. Which is sad to see, because this type of game is not the type of game where you can just like do whatever you want. In general, you will want to actually play semi-decently and, you know what you're doing in order to actually, like, so for example, I will peek around corners as if I'm playing Overwatch with my Psyker, because a lot of the time what people don't realize is that the corner peeks are what saves your ass. You want to use them to basically get your warp charges going while, you know, cautiously moving around the map. Let's say you don't have a full team, like it's just me and this dude. Like, it's entirely possible to do Damnation with just me and this dude and 2 bots, but it does require some effort. And that effort comes from, you know, properly utilizing Brain Burst. Build my 6 charges and I can do what I need to. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Hey, my bot actually worked and told me you subscribed. Thank you, Beast Plays. There we go. Play it properly. The Psyker is a wonderful asset to most teams. Oh, it's me! Help me, you nerds!
No! We'll help you, sibling.
Jeez, there I was, you know, keeping them all alive, and that's what I got. My payment. Got jumped. I need the...
I'm sure you must have heard of Saint Messalina. She is held in great esteem here.
Yeah, Malice to T4 and T5 is very steep, and that's exactly right, buddy. They don't realize that the difficulty ramps up a lot, because they go from Uprising to Malice and they think it's going to be the same thing, Malice to Heresy, but it's really not. Like, the enemies become damage sponges, deal a lot of damage, and basically any small mistake is punished. But notice how we're keeping our bots alive this time, because the other, like, that veteran, Hog of War or whatever, isn't playing. Like, so he was actually worse than a bot. That gives you a lot to think about. Now this guy, if I recall, he's a Void Strike Psyker. What he should be doing is he should be mag dumping into the horde with his Void Strike staff. Like, that would be the ideal way to play, as opposed to attempting to brain burst. But I mean, either way it's okay, because in case you guys didn't know, the Surge staff has bonus damage against the Crushers and the Bulwarks, so feel free to use it aggressively. Alright, the Void Strike, however, is a great horde clearer and should be utilized as such. So don't be afraid to utilize the Void Strike for horde clear. That is its best element, actually, and that is what it succeeds at doing the most. So never be afraid of that.
Lively, roughneck!
Loyalty and honor! You have none! Comfortable down there,
Calling the war! Mutiny neutralized! The trapper is neutralized!
pathetic!
Yeah, the Surge, like, I actually did a video on it in the past that explained it. The Surge does bonus damage against armored targets, so it's always worthwhile running the Surge. And using, rather than brain bursting, it's way better to just blast the armored targets with your Surge.
Reaching the Empyrean!
That's why the Surge, right, is the Psyker's elite killer choice. And even though, like, it's not effective against hordes of unarmored targets like this, I still use it in the hordes while letting the bots do the clearing work. Because anyone can kill the trash mobs in the hordes, but it's actually a very important thing to give your bots that space and to sort of like keep them preserved, like a jam preserve, you know? If you don't preserve them, they will do so horribly that life is miserable. But a Damnation low intensity can be done with 2 bots and just another player. Like, it's impossible solo, but if you just have just one other player and the player is fairly competent, you know, it's doable. Which is nice.
Such power!
You'll need to call the supply elevator to your level.
Oh, we've got a hound, fellows!
Because unsurprisingly, the bots will actually take ammo, grenades, whatever.
Elevator inbound! Send them to the grave with that!
Engaging warp protocols!
I'm just gonna maintain my charges real quick.
There are yet more! Agreed! Threat neutralized! Don't strain yourself, sibling! You should follow my example! Enemies moving in!
Oh, we've got 1 Void Strike Psyker, 1 Purge, and 1 Surge. This should actually be a very good... This should actually be a very good setup.
Elevator's here. Time to get to the heart of it.
Nope, spoke too soon. Oh, crap. Oh, come on. Like, what the hell? Just when I said it was a good setup, really?
Above it, I'd ask that you still respect the Lexatoma.
The shoe is indeed on the other foot. I would give much for the local enforcers to test my patience now.
I take it you've all studied your Lex Imperialis? I'm not sure I know much about you, Tech Priest.
I could tell you many things if I thought.
No, it's nothing to do. It's nothing to do.
Well, I suppose we shouldn't have expected better.
Psykers are like, the other characters don't actually run faster than the Psykers. It's just that they go a little wild sometimes. Like I said, playstyle really matters. Playstyle, like, you have to understand that, like, everybody's playstyle in a team is what decides, you know, how things go. And unfortunately, some people are just not good with their playstyles. They don't understand what they're supposed to do. Like, for example, my Surge Psyker doesn't deal a lot of damage. You have to acknowledge that. Once you play Surge, your job is not damage. You're a CC bot. And you should be functioning as one. That means I will move to slightly risky locations and take advantage of my strong CC. So, as long as I'm utilizing my strong CC to completely keep an area locked down, then, you know, my team should be fine. Now this is where I would apply the so-called the 97% tech, because this is the situation where you need to spam those brain bursts. One of the only ways to bring this thing down. Now, unfortunately, because of the way we had to fight earlier, I am not able to bring out like full charges. That's also okay. We'll just have to spam brain burst as much as we possibly can. Almost got it.
I didn't see fit kill it. No one's impressed, which is just the job. What in the Emperor's name is that?
God!
Okay. Yeah, the Surge is great against gunners behind cover, you know? One of the reasons why I still love the Surge.
Reaching into the wall! The Ranger is dead!
I very much prefer the Purg, but a lot of teams cannot play around it. And that is the unfortunate thing. When played badly or when the team doesn't know what they're doing, the Purg is a liability instead. So although I very much prefer the Purg, I do have to admit the Surge is better for carrying teams. Because the Surge doesn't require people to understand it. It's very simple and straightforward. Lightning, shoot. Stun enemies. You know, they will be taken care of. And unfortunately, and the fact of the matter is the CC just helps so many people who are not so good at the game, i.e. your teammates usually, helps them get through stuff. So if they're not perfect players, they'll do a lot better if you are a Surge Psyker. Purg Psykers require semi-decent teammates to reach their full potential.
Commence Medicaid application. This unit.
I concur.
Don't you think it is strange that there are so many impossible stories about Moro's past accomplishments?
Delta control is just beyond the assembly line.
In this case, I literally used Brain Burst twice just to buff up. Oh yeah, no doubt. If you were playing a Zealot, it would be really great to have your flamethrower here. Also with the Surge Staff, one thing that's hyper important that a lot of people don't do or forget about is that the animation cancel still exists, whereby if you swap weapons, it will cancel the Surge Lightning and deal the full damage. Well, not full damage, it will just deal the last tick of damage. So if you need to speed swap, please use that. Don't wait for the animation to finish. Alright? It's a highly effective technique that a lot of Surge Psykers do not get quite right.
Held it.
There we go. Yes, but I mean, with the bursters, you stun them down and use your LMB, so it should be okay. Usually that's what I do.
I didn't want to be here. I'm sensing ranks. Stupidity.
Psyker does good work. Occasionally.
Hey, are you jealous, Raptor?
Crap.
It's dealt with.
Took a hit, but I have my medipack. Anyway, there's a...
Excessive force authorized.
I love it when they wear armor.
Very done.
If they're wearing armor, it means they're dead. Smoked. But yeah, the Surge's innate low damage against anything that isn't wearing any metal armor is frustrating.
Losing control.
Yeah, fairly. Like that's totally fair. Like to be honest, if you don't main a character, it's pretty hard to run it in Damnation. Like I only run the veteran and the Psyker in Damnation because I'd be damn near useless on a Damnation zealot. I'm just not a zealot player. Same with Oghren. I wouldn't do very well. But Psyker and veteran, I've memorized every possible way of playing them. You know, so like I understand that, hey, if something's not going perfectly, I can adjust as needed. And I can literally handle almost any situation that way. More lightning. I cannot play Oghren at all, so I wouldn't be able to comment. To be fair, like good Oghrens are great, but I'm just not a good Oghren. It's not my style of class. I've seen some fantastic Oghrens, you know, like they really put me to shame, but I just cannot Oghren. I'm just not good at it, no matter how much I want to be.
No!
must embrace box. I wish I could, Neri. I'm not good with the box.
Don't encourage him, you heretic!
I can't Zealot, dude.
Haven't you a sibling?
You're probably a much better Zealot than I am. Zealot just doesn't click with me. Like, I can play the Zealot, but I wouldn't be Damnation confident, you know? Like I said, when it comes to games like this, right, I'm usually a range DPS, which is why the Veteran and the Psyker is just, it's as natural as breathing to me. Like, I feel with the Veteran and the Psyker, I feel like I can do everything I need to, you know? Put me on a Zealot, and I'm just like, what am I even doing? My whole life amounts to misery, you know? Bit of an exaggeration, but that's how it genuinely feels to me. It's like trying to play my keyboard backwards. I guess it's just like the way the brain functions, you know? Like for me, my brain is like, you gotta range your enemies down.
Burning. We have to leave.
Just 7 minutes ago. Okay. Oh, listen, I can dodge only on the Psyker. On the Psyker and Veteran, I can dodge. I can dodge bullets if I have to, you know? But I can't do it on the Zealot. Like I could do it before with the 75% damage reduction. I was happily doing that, but once they nerfed it down to 50, once they nerfed the bleed crit Zealot, for some reason it just didn't click. It just didn't click anymore, you know? I gotta get back and find the new correct way to play Zealot. And I have a feeling it's basically to do with the Eviscerator or Thunderhammer, but I'm still not all that experienced, so it'll be some time before I can do that. Getting there though, bit by bit.
Oh, very well.
I love how none of my contracts start until I actually come here. Wow, so I've been playing the whole night and haven't gotten a single contract done. Love it. Any good perks? Any cray good perks? I'll take this, but only to sell it. Just because I want that rending. Nah, Sons of the Forest, not my thing. Unless like I was like paid. Like, okay, so I've got two different types of rates. Sometimes I'm paid to actually play a game, but I'm paid per hour. If somebody got me the game and paid me per hour to play it, then I would. But for now, I don't have any reason to play it, so I'm just like chilling. Let me grab this blessing. So I definitely don't need it on the attack axe.
It is done.
Sacred. Any good blessings? Ah yes, this one. Sacred.
The work is complete.
I already have this one, okay. Any other blessings to Sacred? Do I have this one yet? No? Okay, Sacred.
The work is complete.
For me, Blake, the crit Zealot was like my element. Like like again, for me, that one was as easy as breathing. I was like, okay, cool. I know how to do this. I understand this. Then like they nerfed it and I'm like, I do not understand this. I am the opposite of understanding this.
The work is complete.
Thank God I can use these.
Splendid.
I take all these blessings. I will take these blessings. These blessings. Oh, head taker is good too. Give me.
It is done.
Great for the combat axe. Where's the other one with uncanny strike? Gimme. This is just because I want to slap it on this sword of mine. Oh, this sword already has it. Sage. What can I rebless Rampage with? If I ever get another Rampage. I guess I gotta get more dueling swords and mess around with them.
The work is complete. Until you waste my time again.
You know what? Sticking this back on. And if I ever get another good blessing other than a Rampage, I'll play that. Is the armor hard to collect in this game? It's here in this game. There's no armor. It's all about weapons. Blake, that is a funny Ogren story for sure. The weeklies reset on Sunday, I think, but I don't know what time they reset. But anyway, I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, right now I'm thinking about the Heavy Sword, Eviscerator, Thunderhammer. These are my choices. I just need something that can restore my toughness as I go ham. What do you use with the Heavy Sword? For you zealots that use the Heavy Sword, right? What is your first perk? How do you restore your you know, stamina? That's what I want to know. How do you restore your stamina on the zealot? Sorry, how do you restore your toughness on the zealot? Which perk do you take with the Heavy Sword? Is it the one that you regenerate constantly with when there's enemies nearby, or do you take the one that increases what you get back from meleeing? Ah, fair enough, Blake. I will attempt to run something like that. Might be cool. Might be cool. Yeah, fair enough. I can run that. I'll give it a bash at some point, you know, when I get the actual chance.
I got word that the heretics are using an hourglass refinery to breed their pathogen. You can destroy the pathogen by building overpressure in the incubators. First, you need to get access through flow control. Rather you than me, I tell you. I've been hearing funny things about that place.
Fair, fair. I guess I'll have to see how I function with the Heavy Sword if I ever get my hands on a good one. Slow and steady. For now, back on my hyperspeed dueling saber. Ooh. The best part about the dueling sword is speed.
One of the less stable areas of Tertia. Keep your bragging eyes peeled. Engaging warp protocols.
Corner!
Reaper! Sighted in! Engaging! I won't let you in!
Precision fire underway!
you'd do the same for me.
Thanks, soldier. Appreciate it.
Trapper!
Trapper's dead!
Ooh, okay.
An efficient domination!
When it comes to Damnation, there's no more speed. It's all just plain and simple. You know, take it slow. Oh, come on. That was wild.
What use is a Psyker to us? Requesting aid!
Yeah, the bot's down too. No.
Precision fire! Trapper's dead!
Ooh.
How many voices?
High intensity is truly a pain.
You need to be on the upper level. Find a way up.
Don't get sloppy! I'm not trying.
Your vigilance is misdirected, colleague.
High intensity is the true animal. But yeah, you know what? Somehow the dueling sword is no longer as satisfying as the axe is. Hate to say it, but the axe was the superior choice.
Don't worry, that elevator won't drop you into a pit. Probably.
Down!
There we go.
So I'm hearing.
I hear she doesn't want to be here, but Grendel insisted. As long as her obligation doesn't sour.
Yeah, definitely I prefer the axe.
Not want to worry you, but something has a tight grip on flow control.
This seems strategically unsound.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have brutal momentum on it, but yes, brutal momentum would be the ideal choice. High intensity would be tougher than next tier low intensity, because low intensity Damnation is literally nothing. Like, I've just been chilling most of the low intensity Damnations. I mean, okay, there are a few situations which we have failed even low intensity Damnation, but that's mostly because players were just not prepared in the proper way. Like, you could literally see how unprepared they were coming in with that kind of stuff. So it always depends on player preparation, because some players are just not prepared for this kind of stuff. They're not ready for it, even if they want to be.
The enemies hold up. Bastion 220 engaged. Need some fragging healing.
Fix yourself up, no one likes a lie.
Logitech station. Send them to hell.
Fine, I guess I'll take it. Yeah, because this dueling saber is too slow. Oh crap.
Initiating crowd control.
A veteran should have enough for killing.
I'm just getting started.
Only I could have saved that bot. Oh well.
Enemies in dead cover. Reaching the Empyrean. Lmao dominated. Scab cover. It's dead now.
Slay that mother!
Watch that back.
I hear a hound.
Faye! Careful, Faye! You're bleeding out!
Dude, you're bleeding out. I'm bleeding out, bro. We're all bleeding out here.
Calling the wall!
You are almost to war control. It is just across the hill.
I am dead!
Reaper! Reaper!
Hey, Medivac!
Reaper! Visual on a sniper!
Naturally! I shall swim all before me!
Aim with care! Don't hit Reaper! Allow me to assist, Roughneck.
Get your hands off. Losing a lot of... Need a fighting hand.
Oh dear.
It's going to rupture!
Oh, crap.
How completely foul! Indeed! There is no more fire!
Witch is dead.
Phew.
Austrian troops ready to engage. We've got company.
This will be challenging!
Town. Won't be a problem now.
Prepare for multiple attacks!
Yep, damn it. That sniper. No, I don't use the push attack. I just use the push. Because the push attack, right, will cost you additional stamina, which is generally not really useful. But yeah, high int is like basically everybody has to be like switched on to, you know, doing like the optimal thing at all times, which I guess is where the difficulty comes in, because you have to be fully prepared, mentally speaking, to go in there and really go hardcore. If you're not gonna do that, you better back down. So that's high intensity for you. It can be tough. It's not always a good thing, but you know, if nothing else, it can also be fun. So I don't mind high intensity. You know, I like to like to go in and get a taste of it every now and again. But it really does require like perfect planning, and teams generally need to know what they're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, best not do it, especially in high intensity. That is bad, bad, bad for you. Okay. What's the time now? 1 a.m. Phew. I'm gonna go work on my last pistol video soon. Alright, let's try one more time. One last match. Not really, Slide and Silly. It's actually ideal not to use the push attack. Most of the time it's better to just push, because the push alone is enough. It's sufficient. You push and then you should use your whatever attack you normally use to kill them. Don't use the push attack. It's very rare to actually use the push attack, unless the push attack is a unless it's a cleaving push attack. Like the combat axe, the Mark V has a cleaving push attack, use that. But if it's a non-cleaving push attack, like it's a single target push attack, don't use it. It's better to push and then use your normal attack. Yeah, because like right now with pickup groups and randos, right, it's a bit hard to do high intensity, especially in my particular region. It's not easy to do it here because, I mean, obviously, people here, we don't have enough players. Oceania is one of the smallest regions, and considering that the player base has already shrunk, although it came back, you know.
You have received
a tip. Thank you for the $5 tip. Whoever that was, Anonymous, Sarangeyo. I appreciate you. Yeah, also, although our player base has actually like doubled since the last few weeks, we're actually like Oceania is still suffering a little bit. So although we'll see folks in Heresy and stuff like that, you won't see as many in Damnation because people just aren't as prepared. You know, the Pugs, like a lot of people are trying to get to Damnation level, but it's hard. It is hard. And I'm not gonna lie on that. It is tough to do Damnation properly. But Heresy always has games, so sometimes if there's no Damnations around, I'll go Heresy. Like, Heresy is easy to beat.
Go in through the sewers, find your way up to the streets, execute the target, don't let me down.
Okay. Right now, Heresy is so easy that Heresy is what I play to relax.
Veteran down! Recommend reprisals! New day! That barrel's going to explode!
Aid station! Now! Ammo!
Yes! Yes! Blow through me!
I know it's so wrong to feel that way, but I tell you, Heresy is so non-threatening that I can just relax and do whatever I want, and literally nothing will go wrong. Heresy is now like the easiest thing ever.
Engaging war protocols! Rebel down! Threats neutralized!
Like, see that push attack? That's when I'll use it. It's when it's a cleaving push. Otherwise, I don't usually use it. So the axe has a nice cleaving push. Very, very good. Sometimes even then, right, I won't use the push attack. Like, because sometimes the push alone is enough. Like, when I just want to cleave through everything. Good enough. Oh, wait. Oh, he spawned. Damn. All right. Yeah, Malice is a sleepwalk. Malice is like the low, like the easy level for me now. Like if I don't want to do anything, I will play Malice, but like it's so pointless to even play it now. Now Heresy has become like just relaxed play for me. If I just want to chill, I'll play a Heresy match. Because I know that 95% of the time nothing will go wrong.
This one's for Cadia. One shot, one kill. The Gamma 315 is slide. Kill shot ready. That's on the way.
You leave me no choice.
Copy that. Correct your aim.
So sometimes even though it's like a threatening situation, I'll still quell down first. Because not doing so, very, very bad idea.
Big, but still dead. Watch, learn, repeat. Got it.
As long as they're wearing armor, they're doomed.
We'll face its fury.
Time to rest later, priest. Ready to punch. Eliminate it.
Indeed. Excessive rolls authorized.
Crap. Priest got it right. Read the bar.
It is most resilient. I concur. work, veteran.
Hey, Bravo. Good morning. Doing good, Frederick. Yeah, sometimes people will mess up in the lower difficulties when they don't take it seriously. Like for me, my concentration's always there when I'm playing anyway. So I'm just like, if I go to Heresy, I'll still take it fully serious, but I'm also like in chill out mode. Like, okay, I've had enough of the Damnations. Now my job is just to make some people do the Harlem Shake for a bit.
Reaching into the wall.
I think the trading of this market was not of the sanctioned kind.
We'll get you back on your feet, veteran.
Do not touch me.
This bot like spends most of its time dead. But good morning to you, Bravo. I'm glad you are awake for another good day, hopefully.
Feast on your feet, Richard.
Are you afraid? Reaching the Arthurian! I Hooker! They're shouting! Indeed! Initiating crowd control!
They're in cover. Watch and learn. Scratch one trapper.
The water cartel drove your forces out years ago.
Give him the lightning. But yeah, I'm doing okay, Frederick. I hope you're doing okay too. I'm just trying to slow read chat because I don't have my tripod right now. I did order it already, so it should either be here tomorrow or the day after. Then I just gotta pick it up from the store, and I'll be back to my normal gaming operations. This zealot using the shredder auto pistol though, oof. I really want to use one too, when I can get a good one. Right now, part of the reason I'm gathering all the plasteel and stuff is because I really want to be able to use a good shredder auto pistol, but I don't have one yet. It would be very nice if I could get my hands on one.
A grenade! Of utility to you!
Eating a cheese and turkey sandwich. Yeah, because obviously the greatest part about the Surge Staff is the fact that it's got bonus damage against armored targets, which is beautiful, you know? So useful. I'm really glad that for some god-awful reason I got interrupted out of that Medicaid. Can't hide from the thunder and the lightning.
Agreed. We have finished the hound.
There we go, hound finished. Yeah, I want blaze away and pinning fire. That would be the ideal, bro. I heard about that combo on the shredder right now. Like if I could get one with that ideal combo, that would actually make it fun.
Get out of my head.
I mean, realistically, it's the only viable combo, but still, I've heard good stuff about it. So if I ever get the chance, I do want to try it out. It'll be pretty fun.
Bomber advancing.
Engaging warp protocols.
There's a prisoner transfer elevator close by. It'll take you straight to the kill target.
A commendable shot.
This E-Guard person knows me. Interesting. Yes, good plasteel. Need it.
This is a one-way route. End the host storming. Desist. Excessive force authorized. Get up! Take her out! Red gun out!
Yeah, pinning fire and blaze away is the ideal for that one.
Trust only.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't use Cavalcade. Like, the way I see the shredder is it's just raw power. Because the last pistol is a crit pistol, but the rest is stuff I don't see it that way. That's for sure.
Not worth the effort. They're no friends of the starving.
That sounds like the enforcers were too soft.
Your corpse god cannot save you!
That's the base or that's the target. Go, go, go!
Ready, Hector! Reject the corpse gods! Stand
We must do more damage. Reaching into the wall. I concur. Indeed.
You're not done yet.
Down. Agreed.
Look at these two. Like, if I could report these two for using ranged against this boss. Oh my god.
Don't worry to take it.
don't ever play like the people that just did that. Please remember, the Captain's Maul is unblockable. Any heavy attack is unblockable. It's actually in the tutorial. So don't ever take the Maul attack. Dodge it, please. It will save your ass. No, never ever use range, please. If you use range, you are harming your team. If you use range, I will literally ban you from my stream and just block you in this game, because if you do not melee that boss, alright, he will pull out his shotgun. So do not ever use range. Melee him until the shield is down. Only when the shield is down, use range if you want to. The veterans can do so by pressing your F. Never BB him. Don't BB him. You don't need to BB the captain. Okay? Please. Darktide partner. If you don't trust my information, like, I cannot help you. But I'm gonna tell you guys this one thing right now. If you want to do damnation and assassination missions on the boss, alright, you can try this. You can try this. Get 3 friends, right? Use range attacks on the boss and see that you'll never succeed. Only when you melee his shield down. No. The flamethrower only melts the boss when his shield is down. I'm telling you, Frederick, go test it with 3 friends. You can post a proof video and at me if you want to, all right? I will happily admit publicly if I'm wrong, but a zealot that flamethrowers the boss, right, will do 0 damage because the shield reduces all range damage. You can test it for yourself, but you'll need 3 friends, all right? Nobody melees him, right? You alone flamethrower the boss and see how much damage you do to his shield. I can guarantee you, right, if you were to post a video on that, his shield will barely move. You need to melee him first. Then after his shield goes down, you can use the flamethrower and you can use range. Yes. So it's absolutely no. It will reduce the burn damage as well. Look, Frederick, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. Test it for yourself. Assuming nobody melees him, right? Assuming nobody melees him, test it for yourself. I can guarantee you his shield will not go down. I've seen zealots flamethrower him in damnation, assassination. It does 0 damage to the shield. So it will, range damage and burn damage is the same. FYI. You can test it for yourself. Like I said, you don't have to believe me. But if you want to succeed in damnation, if you want to succeed and do well in damnation, please melee his shield down first. Once his shield disappears, I can guarantee you will be easily able to destroy him. No, they don't have a shit flamethrower, Frederick. Like I said, the one thing that I do as a Darktide partner is I only spread accurate information. If you don't want to believe me, it's okay. But do not ever counter my information unless you can post a video proof. Because if you cannot post video proof, then this is the one reason that a lot of people do badly. They pull out, they think that the flamethrower does damage, but it actually doesn't. Again, I dare anybody, I challenge anybody, record a video where 3 people sit in the back and they don't hit the boss, right? Only you flamethrower him. You will see that his shield takes very little damage. Please post it. Please post it. Make sure nobody else hits the boss, right? Only you flame the boss and show me that it does damage to his shield, because I will happily apologize to you and admit that I'm wrong. But I guarantee you, the best way to beat the boss, melee his shield down, then burn him with the flamethrower. Do not burn him before his shield is down, because you are harming your team. Your zealot, right, does some of the best damage to his shield because you are fast at melee. Bring his shield down. Listen, I will happily apologize if I'm wrong, because I have told everybody this. This is guaranteed information. All right, this is guaranteed information. Play in a team with 3 people. Nobody hits the boss. You only flame the boss. It will do 0 damage to his shield. It will do very little damage to his shield because the shield reduces damage unless there's a bug. Because as far as I remember, all range damage, including the burn, and this is for both the soul blaze and the normal burn on the flamethrower, is all reduced. If you do get a video, show me. Show me. I will happily change my stance on it. But I have literally seen everybody fail because they do not melee the boss. Melee the boss. Once his shield is down, right, he will melt in seconds. Whether if you just like pull out a bolter and you use the veteran's combat ability, he will melt. He will melt in seconds. Yes, that is true. But only after the shield is down. Please melee the shield. And if you don't believe me, test it for yourself. Once you've tested it for yourself, trust me, you have the same stance as me. Melee that shield down. Once the shield is down, range damage is absolutely viable. But please melee the shield down first. Because melee does bonus damage to the shield. Once the shield goes down, you're set. But like I said, you got to bring that shield down first. Slide and Silly, if you can actually test it out, like, I would love to see that, because this is the one thing that I think people misunderstand. If you guys could do a video on it, like, I will happily like also use the video to explain things. There is no whitelist for the mods right now, so if you use mods, they're at your own risk. Actually, as a Darktide partner, I'm not supposed to encourage mod use. If you look at the communication that Darktide sent out, right, they actually stated that you can use mods at your own risk, but if you do end up getting banned for it, or, you know, harming another player's instance because of it, and they take action, you cannot get your account back. So I can't remember where the communication was somewhere around there. Let me see if I can find the link for you guys. It should be in the Discord, the partner Discord. It'll take some time. Let me go get the link. It's somewhere. Ah, here it is. So this is the modding policy, yeah. But yes, if you guys get a video of the boss's shield, and you can prove to me that the flamethrower does damage to it, proper damage without anybody else touching the boss, like, and it's just your flamethrower, I will happily change my stance. I will happily like do a guide on it using your video and giving you full credit, because I think that this is one of the most misunderstood things. As far as I can tell, it's only melee that does decent damage to the shield. But you know, if anyone can prove me wrong or show me otherwise, please do so. I would love to see that. Okay. For now, are there any other questions that you guys want to ask me before I go? Because I'm about to go and shoot some videos and stuff like that, and then probably go to sleep. But yeah, if you guys got anything you want to ask me, now would be a great time to do so. If you have any other burning questions that you want to know. And while I think about your burning questions, let me also quickly go and check. Well, I'm not going just yet. I've got videos to shoot and stuff, but I'm just gonna go check on the shop again. Actually, I'm wondering how much would it cost to get a shredder pistol? As a partner, I tend to follow their policies, so I do not use mods. I would, like, for example, Vermintide has, I think, now I don't know how to use mods actually. So to be honest, I don't know how to mod my game. But Vermintide, as far as I know, has like legal mods. So in that one I could. But here, because of their particular modding policy, I'm just like, you know what? As a partner, I'll just try and set a good example. So if they had approved mods, like Fat Shark personally approved certain mods, I would be able to use them no problem, and I probably would. But until they have actual approved mods, I can't. But speaking of which, teach me something, guys. How do you actually mod your games? Like, do you just download the mods through Steam or something? Because for Vermintide, I remember you can get them through the Steam workshop. I am not so sure about Darktide and how you're actually supposed to do the modding thing. Because if I click on, say, Vermintide 2, there's a workshop there, and I can just look at the mods in there. So I'm assuming that these are the Fat Shark approved mods. But I don't see that for Darktide. Oh, it's from Nexus Mods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I would love for them to actually greenlight it. Like, that would be actually really good if they could greenlight it. In that case, yes, I would be able to use them. But I actually have, you know, funnily enough, I have no clue how to use the how to mod games. Actually, I should really learn it at some point. Download the framework and the mod loader. Okay, someday I'll learn how to mod games. Well, for the games that I'm not partnered with, and I can just try. I will someday learn how to mod games. I think it'll be really cool if I did. But for now, I am very inept at these things. One day. Okay, where's my shredder pistol? You know what? I've got a lot of extra, like, because I don't really have anything else to do here. Okay, let me try upgrading this shredder pistol just to use my plasteel. Fair enough.
God grant his favor.
You young kids with your good technology knowledge. Someday I'll learn. Someday. It is not this day, but someday.
The work is complete. Our prayers have been answered.
Cavalcade. Well, let's see what I get as my final perk.
And what do we have?
Yeah, I'll just extract it for the cavalcade. Nothing fantastic there anyway. Because Blaze Away and Pinning Fire would be a far superior choice, but that's how it goes. Give me my cavalcade.
Our prayers have...
I'm starting to think you're indestructible.
I'm 32 as well, and I'm a dumbass when it comes to mods. I know very little about most things, unfortunately. I am just that sort of man. Someday I shall learn, though. Someday I shall be better.
Do the Emperor proud. I know you will.
Alright, my dear friends, it looks like there are no more questions. I thank you all for joining me today. I hope you've had a good time on stream. I will now go and shoot a little video on the last pistol, which a lot of people have been asking me for. I'll also do the Psyker video at a later point during the day, if I can. And hopefully I'll showcase some good stuff. Oh, nice. That is awesome. That is awesome. I will hopefully be able to get something like that as well. Maybe someday. We'll see. We'll see what I'm capable of getting. Slow and steady. Okay, thank you, Frederick. I look forward to that. Just, you can tag me on Twitter. If you post a video, you can comment on YouTube telling me you've posted a video on your channel. I'll go to your channel and watch it, alright? And if there's anything that needs to be shown to the public, I will give you full credit as well, so don't worry about that. Alright? Yeah, the last pistol is so good. The build I will release tonight and also explain pretty much everything about it. That's okay. If it's in heresy, it's completely fine, Frederick. I still like to see it because I can extrapolate the results for Damnation. It's not a problem. All right, thank you guys. Catch you next time. All right, y'all have a good one, and look forward to my video coming in about 2-3 hours. I'll post on the last pistol.